Hi guys, so today I'll be showing you guys how to change the display for an Asus Vivobook. As you can see, the display here doesn't work anymore. I'll just turn it on a bit. Oh, it's out of charge. Oh, well, no. Okay, well there it is. That's the display, and we have a fresh new unit, and we got this from laptopscreen.com, and we'll be putting this on and see how that works. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to unscrew some screws here, and we're gonna have to use a pry tool to open the sides over here. So the first thing is, just so you know, there's a screw right over here. It's covered by a sticker, but you have to get rid of that, and then you'll see the screw come out. So this is how that works. So if you can see, that's what came out, and there's the screw. Very important. So we do this for both sides, and then we'll have to unscrew, and once we unscrew these screws, then we'll use a pry tool to open the edges. So both of the screws are opened, and now we have to open the sides with a pry tool. Now I don't have a pry tool, but a credit card or something similar works, so I'll just be using this, and we'll just be going around the edges and trying to take off the clips around the sides. It's best to start from the bottom edge. So you can see I found an opening here, and once you find an opening, just start pulling away. So I'll just show you how that works. And there. So once you open this up, you can see around the sides. We'll have to take off those screws over there as well, but the video will continue once I'm done doing this. So now that we have this opened, we're gonna work at the bottom, so we'll have to take this strip off. It's a plastic strip, also held together by clips. Two things to note. First of all, just be careful when doing this, because they're held together by very thin plastic clips, so if you're not careful they might break, and you might not be able to put it back together. That's why I haven't recorded most of the footage while I was doing the work, because doing it one-handed is a bit shaky. And the other thing is, of course, which I forgot to do, but once you're getting into the laptop screen area, it's best to just turn off the laptop, so I'll do that now. So this is probably the hardest part to do. This bottom strip is quite difficult to get out. I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly, and I may have broken something, but what I tried to do was basically stick the card around this edge, and I tried to pull it apart, but maybe I went a little wrong. I'm not sure, but if you guys know of any better way of doing this, of course, do let me know. So the tool is out. The tool is out, and now all that remains is just to unscrew the rest of the screws. So there are screws over here. There are 4 at the bottom, and I think that should be it, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else is pretty much come apart, and then we can finally take off the screen. So the screws are out, and with just a little bit of pulling around the edges, this whole thing comes apart. There. And that is the old broken display that we will take off now. There's still a few more screws to go. There are screws around here that holds the screen in place, so we'll have to get rid of those, and then we can take out the display, change the connections, and put in the new one. After taking apart those screws, the display comes off, and you can see it's held together by this connection over here. So you'll see there's a little piece of tape over here that you have to take out, and then you just pull it apart, and then you can clip on the new one. So I've taken out the tape, and now just lightly pull, and that's it. Let's come off. And this is the new screen that we have. All that remains is to take off these tapes and basically just assemble it back the same way we disassembled it. We just put it back together the same way, and yeah, we'll just power on the screen to see if everything is working. So the primary test is we just connect this on, and without putting everything back together, we just try on the display. Let's see. Power on, and come on. There we go. Brand new display. Works perfectly. So now we can assemble everything back together. So the laptop is now put together. Everything seems to look like as if no work was ever done on it, except for one place. Remember I told you that I broke a little clip around here? Well, the impact of that is it's not as firm as it was before. It's a little, I mean, it's not loose, but it's just, I don't think it's as stable as it was once when it was not opened. And impact is over here at the bottom corner edge. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't, but it's sticking out just a little bit. I tried pushing it in together, but it doesn't go. But other than that, I mean, if you don't really look at it from a very close angle, you can't really tell there's anything wrong. So overall, I would say job well done, and that's how you change the display for this laptop. Bye.